Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Nelly and I am an indie author of 2 books. And welcome to the week. So technically it's not a welcome to the week because this Saturday I have been recording all week, but I edited that video and it was so boring. So we're starting over. So it's gonna go from Saturday to probably I might do like Wednesday so I can upload this on Thursday. We'll see. It's 2:55. I just made another coffee, but I woke up really early. I've been doing a really good job at that for my very modified 75 hard. The waking up early for most days has been pretty fine. But anyway, I spent most of the day. I had already proofed my book, but I hadn't like implemented the proofs. So I did that. It took like 2 hours, and then I spent the next like 50 minutes on like getting the spacers right, like stuff like this, right? And then I also did back matter, which is what I've been avoiding for a long time. So technically the files are ready, except I asked my cover designer to send me this page again because I took a picture of it, but basically if you put this next to book 1, they're spaced out even more in book 2. I'll put the picture right here so you can see, and it's bothering me, and I asked her to like just send me a file where like they're spaced out the same. So I'm just waiting for that, and then I just need to put the ISBN in. I also need to figure out if I'm gonna do an ISBN for the ebook, because since it's just on Amazon, I don't think you necessarily need one, so I kind of don't want to put one. So I think I'm just gonna put one for the paperback for now, and then I can always add an ebook one later, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I've been avoiding doing this for like 2 weeks, so I'm actually really glad I got it done. It's 4 o'clock. I just finished getting some work done, and I was on TikTok, and I don't actually know how to say his name, but like Viros or something like that, the guy who does all of those steamy TikToks, like the sounds. Anyway, I went on his link and it said his ACX is fully booked. It doesn't say how long, but it says it's fully booked. And I've told myself I'm just gonna wait until like May-ish to get ACX, because I plan on getting an audiobook for my contemporary but not the rest of my books. So it's like, oh, I mean, that's not coming out until later, so I'll just wait until later to get ACX. But now I'm very curious, so I think I'm gonna make an ACX count and then just like go through narrators, plus it'll give me a better idea of how much it's gonna cost, because right now I'm thinking my contemporary is gonna be like 75,000 words. Right now it's like 71, 72. I'm thinking it'll be around 75,000 words. So, and for that I have it budgeted to around $600, but I don't actually know. So we're gonna find out, especially if like I find specific narrators I think will fit perfectly. I want to know how much to actually budget for. My budget for this year is out of this world. That's why I need a new job.
Smile radiant. She was a devil in angel's clothing.
Yeah, that sounds so good. It is 11:34. It's only been about 15-20 minutes, but I started writing before. I'm only 405 words into this scene, and we're already hitting a wall of like, I don't know how I want this to progress, but I do like the way it started so far, so that's good. But last night I was thinking about this new vlog that I'm doing, because I'm like cutting out last week, so I'm gonna rewind and just put in a few clips of the stuff that I did accomplish that past week, so that we have that. I just spent the last like 15-20 minutes, not that long, sketching. I took this out maybe like a week ago, telling myself that I was gonna get back into it. I've literally done like one sketch in here. Get into drawing, and I just never did it. And then yesterday on the coming back home, I had my book, my nonfiction, because that was my plan to like read it, and I was like, no, I'm tired. You know what I want to do? I want to draw. But you know what I don't have with me? My sketchbook. So I'm gonna take it with me. But before that, I was kind of bored, so I spent the last like 20 minutes sketching. And this is where it came. She cute. For someone who doesn't know what she's doing, she cute. So yeah, I'm gonna take it with me. If I draw, I draw. If I don't, I don't. We did hands. I don't know why I have a fascination with hands, so we did those. And then we did this of like clutching a sheet. You can't really tell it's a sheet, but clutching a sheet. I don't like this one's trash, but I kind of like how these two turned out. It's 10:17 and I just finished the novella. We're at 20,475 words, which is approximately 72 pages, depending on how many words I put on a page, blah blah blah. But we're done. First draft. Okay, there's a lot that can be fixed, and well, there's a lot that can be added, not really fixed. But we're done. Oh, it's so good. I really, really love it. I am currently in a stream right on there. But now that that's done, we can fully focus on my series finale for Widow Magic. Oh, but I love this. I love this world so much. My eyes are watering. I'm not crying, but they're watering because I skipped to a different scene in this book because I kind of knew what that scene was going to be. I didn't even write the entire scene. I just wrote the like middle to the end of that scene. I'm not done with it. I'm almost done, but I'm not done with it. But oh, I was literally starting to cry. Like tear up, not cry. It takes a lot for me to cry. But yeah. I literally added like 2 sentences. Oh my god. Okay, we gotta get through. We're almost done. We gotta get through this. Okay. Let's go. It's 6:30 and I'm just here casually procrastinating writing. I applied to some more jobs. I reached out to someone that I know. No. I did some other work. And that's it. And I haven't written yet. I don't remember if I said yesterday, but I wrote 1495 yesterday, so pretty good. Yeah. You know how big of a, this is what I mean when I say I cannot write without outlines. I don't have an outline, so I literally cannot write because I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm hoping later today, because I know I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm hoping later today, I give myself like 30 minutes, not a long time, and just try to free write and see what comes out, and then hopefully maybe lead to an outline. This book is gonna be the death of me. It truly is. It's 7:25. I am watching The Big Bang Theory. Watching, it's kind of more like in the background because I've already seen it. But I'm also outlining book 4. Okay, I'm not outlining in order. I'm outlining just like randomly because when I was editing book 3, I didn't have that many, but I had a few bullet points of like what I wanted in the next book. So I brought those up. And so I started looking at those and then trying to match up where in the book I want it. So I'm guessing the first draft is going to be about 30 chapters because that's around where the first draft for my other books were. Like around 25 to 30 chapters around there. So I'm just going to put it at 30. It always ends up going more than that in the final, but in the first draft. So I have that broken down. And then I have a couple of these bullet points. I had like a percentage way through the book where I wanted it added. So like one of them says a third of the way through, so I just went to chapter 10 to put that in. One of them says 50% of the way through, so I went to chapter 15-ish. So like, I might put it in 16, 17, like around that area. So yeah, it's slowly coming together. And then I also put the climax in, just because I've always known what the climax was going to be. So it's changing tiny bits, obviously, as I evolve this series and the book actually gets written, but it's basically the same premise. So I have the climax in. I don't have the leading events to the climax, which might be needed because I'm assuming at least 2 or 3 chapters beforehand are gonna lead to the climax. At least 3. So like I need to know those to know what's gonna lead to those scenes, basically. So basically I have to backwards outline. But yeah, I also have one scene that's bullet pointed but doesn't have a chapter because I don't know where I want to put it. It's not even a full scene. It's more like 2 characters, or maybe 2 characters, are gonna be talking and then they're gonna see something. So that I don't know when I want that. I have like an idea of like around where, but I don't know where yet. But that's gonna be really cute. So other than that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not including chapter 1, 9 chapters. Not fully outlined. Some of them are just one scene so far. And then about, I think, 12 scenes outlined or so. So it's getting there. But I actually did it. Hello, it is 7:07 and I just woke up from an hour and a half nap. But I don't think I updated yesterday. I actually ended up getting not that much more outline. And then today, right before the nap, this is how I felt into the nap because I started thinking about the scene and then I fell asleep thinking about it. But I thought of this scene. It's literally one thing in the entire book. It's yeah, but I love it. I think it's gonna be so funny. So yeah, I think it's gonna go close to the middle. Like it's not gonna be in the middle. It's gonna be further to the end than the middle. Well, okay, it's gonna be further to like the end than the beginning, but like in the middle. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm still tired from being asleep. And beforehand, I actually finally ended up getting my book onto pre-order sites, so it's currently processing on Ingram Spark. I mean, I did this hours ago, but still, it's still processing on Ingram Spark. And then on Amazon, if you look up my name, it's not fully there. This is what I mean. You see that, I mean, the paperback, I know it's not gonna be there because it's not processed yet and everything. Plus, it's not up on Amazon yet. But in terms of Kindle, first of all, it doesn't have the book 2 written there, which I don't really know how to change that. So I'm hoping it changes by itself. And it hasn't added it to Kindle Unlimited, and I don't remember if I have to wait until it's actually out to add that or not. But anyway, it's there. And then it's processing here. But yeah, I finally got that done. I don't know why I've been avoiding doing that for like over a week. I just haven't felt like it. So, and I mean, realistically, I just got the final files done recently, but still, finally have it done. Not that I'm really expecting very much in pre-orders because it's a second book and I don't exactly have a fan base for it yet. I'm hoping though books 3 and 4 can have a higher amount, especially 4 because it's gonna be plenty of time for people to have read the series. But I do want to put both 3 and 4 on Goodreads. And then I don't know, I think I'm gonna put book 3 up when book 2 releases so that it can be linked to the ebook, and then I'll have like the actual dates and all that stuff. And then when book 3 releases, I'll do it for book 4. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, I'm getting my cover designer to send me the title page, only because I don't really know what the covers are gonna be yet, but like the title page, so that I have something to put for the image. But I would also like, now that I'm not really doing anything, to go into book 4 and either outline more, because I count that as actually working on the book, obviously, because it's a very vital sign, very vital part. Actually, I like to outline more rather than write, just because I kind of want to do a 10K day this weekend, and I can only do that if I have an outline, which means it's more important for me to outline the beginning of the book than everywhere else, to be fair. A lot of the beginning middle is already outlined, but like chapters 2 to 5 aren't, so I gotta work on that. Hello friends, 3:15. I got back like 30 minutes ago. 8, texted my roommate, but we're back from work. It was actually a very nice day at work. They did give me some stuff to do. I did it for most of the time I was there. But also, so what I've been doing recently, like this week, last week, is getting to work early. So waking up earlier and taking the 7:30 bus instead of the like 8 o'clock, so I get to work earlier because there's less delays if I take an earlier bus. There are still delays sometimes, but there are less delays usually. So I get to work at like 8:20, 8:30, and then my staff card doesn't give access to the office until 9 o'clock, so I have to spend 30 to 40 minutes doing something else. But on the bottom of our building, there's like a little cafe section called Archie's. Archie's also the greatest man ever. I love him. But staff and faculty, if you get there before 9 a.m., you get free coffee. So I try to get, now I'm getting there before 9 a.m. Before I used to try to get there before 9 a.m. to get the free coffee because his tastes better than the one we have in our office. So either way, I'm getting free coffee. But anyway, so I go to him, I get my coffee, and then it's basically like a little, it's not a cafe, but it's basically like a little cafe for Berkeley. So I sit there, and then sometimes I read for like my nonfiction. I haven't been doing that this week. Sometimes I listen to the professors that sit down there and talk, because they got some like, it's funny. And then sometimes, like today, I take out my laptop and I like try to see what there is. So today I took out my laptop, and I think for like a couple minutes I was just like messing around, and then I like scrolled over, and I don't know why I opened my document for Twins 2, but I did, and I already had like, I called it my brainstorm sheet, which had like the different chapters and stuff, but it was like a brain dump page. So I made a new document for the outline, and I had to approximate how many chapters I assumed the first draft would have, because the brain dump had a lot of stuff from the end ready, so I needed to do that. So I needed to know a chapter number, so I approximated it at 33 chapters, because book 1 had 37, so I was like, I don't want to say 37, so I'll say 33, and I can always change it later. So plus prologue and epilogue is 35. Book 1 was 37, plus prologue and epilogue was 39. The second draft is already more, so I know book 2's second draft will also be more, but like just for now. So I approximated it at 33. I know I'm talking a lot. And I started with the climax, and the 6 chapters above the climax, I pretty much, not exactly what was gonna happen, but pretty much knew what was gonna happen, so I put those down. That's why one of those chapters I don't know, but like most of it. And then I knew what the epilogue was gonna be, and I kind of knew what I wanted the like final chapters to be after the climax. So I finished that, and then I had in the brain dump section, I had like pieces for like in the middle and stuff like that, so I threw those in on like where I think it's gonna go and like what chapter and stuff. So most of it is actually done. I think like 2/3 or so is like fully outlined, not fully, but like fully outlined. There's probably like another 7 or so chapters I need to outline, and like 3 of those are in the beginning. Apparently right now outlining the beginning is my problem point, because for the final book in Whittle Magic, that's also my problem. I have more of the end. I mean, that one is less outlined than book 2 for the twin series, but I have more of the middle to end outline than the beginning, and I'm like, I need the beginning because I write chronologically, so I have to start at the beginning. So currently I am gonna try, whenever I go back to my writing time, I'm gonna try to finish outlining book 4, because I'm gonna try to do a 10K day on Friday. So I definitely need that beginning part outline so I know what I'm gonna be writing. And then ideally I'd like to finish outlining the second book to twins, but I don't know. I'll probably start writing that around next week, which I don't know if I'm setting myself up for failure by writing 2 full books at the same time, but we'll see. I also sent my beta reader book 1 in the twin series today. I only sent it to 1 because the other one, I'm not sure if I'm gonna send it to her, just because she wants payment, and like it's low, like I don't mind doing it, but like then I feel bad for not paying the others, you know. And then I also contacted my beta readers for the contemporary, and one of them got back to me quickly, and she was like, oh, I should be done soon. So I'm probably gonna jump back into that end of this month, beginning of next month. But yeah, I'm gonna give myself a little break right now. Sarah Sutton's having a live stream tonight, so I'm gonna join that, and hopefully it'll convince me to like really be productive for my books. And then at 1:30 my time, so it's 10:30 my family's time, but 1:30 my time, I have to get on a call with my family because we have something exciting to talk about. I'm also nervous to talk about it with them. Like, it's not about me, but it's like exciting. I just can't talk about it yet because it's not public yet. It'll be public in a few weeks. Not that many people watch my videos right now, so it's like it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, I need to get on that call so I can be there while they're talking about it. But because of that, because it's gonna be 1:30 my time, I don't know what time I'm gonna go back to sleep, because I'm assuming the earliest 2 o'clock, like the earliest it'll take 30 minutes, but I feel like it might be more than that. So we'll see if I get enough sleep to go to work tomorrow, or if I have to text them in the morning and be like, hey, yeah, I'm not coming in. I hope I don't do that though. Actually, I could do that and just be like, hey, like, is there anything I could do for you here, and just do it remotely. But yeah, that was my long-winded way of saying I outlined Twins Book 2, and I'm so excited to get into it. Oh my god. I have a like pretty good outline of the finale for Widow Magic too, so it's not bad. Kind of excited to get into both. So I didn't end up joining the live stream tonight. It is 11:50, and I put in like 10 minutes of work for book 4's outline. Not much else was added. I added more to the ending rather than the beginning, because that's what's happening in my head. So we'll see. If I don't add any more tomorrow, we're just gonna go into it writing on Friday and hope stuff comes. But after that, I transitioned to Twins Book 2, and I added in a few more scenes, and now we have the prologue and the first 7 chapters not outlined, and then chapters 9 to 15 outlined. So basically from the prologue to 15, just chapter 8 needs something. From the prologue to chapter 20, just 8 and 16 need something. And then 21, 22 needs something. 29 needs something, and that is it. Which means I could realistically start writing this, because those few chapters that still need something I can think of once I'm actually in the story. Like, that's not that big of a deal. It's just, this is not the one I'm supposed to be working on. Ooh, okay. not gonna get sidetracked. I'm still gonna work on book 4, even if I only end up doing like 1,000 words a day, which I think once I actually get into it, it'll be fine. I just need to get into it. I'm also very tired. I might take a nap before I have to get on the call with my family, but we're gonna start writing soon. We are back to adding stuff for book 4, and my version of adding stuff is putting in a bullet point where it goes, these people find out something and are afraid of what it means. What's it? I don't know. I'll figure it out while I'm writing, and then while I'm writing, I'm gonna cuss myself out for not having figured it out before. So